Everybody. So my name is Tara. Thanks for joining this Saturday at 10 a.m. for our wellness education series. So every Saturday at 10 a.m. we're going to be talking about different topics, and we invite you all to join us. And if you do attend each of those 8 classes, we do give you a free gift, which is a portable diffuser. So much fun. So thank you all for joining this morning. So today, Lindsay is joining me. We're going to be talking about oils for every age. So if you have questions, feel free to, use the chat or, save them to the end of the presentation. But we are here to today talk about oils for every age. So just real quick, myself, I've been using doTERRA essential oils for, over 7 years now, for myself and my family, and I've got 5 children. So I really do have, I've gone through all the stages pretty much, and we will go through that. So I am happy to share my experiences, that what's worked for me throughout, that time. But, you all know that doTERRA essential oils are the most trusted, most tested essential oils on the market. We talk so much about the CPTG standard that doTERRA has, and it's so important because that really is what makes it feel really great for me and safe to use on my children and my family. And I know that it's 100% pure, natural, and potent and safe. So it really, doTERRA really does go to great lengths to make sure that their oils are safe. There are no foreign contaminants or, fillers or anything. And really, it really is the best for us out there, and really to help us with our, healthcare naturally for our family. So starting off, in the baby stages, from infants to age 2, and I actually have a boy, he's turning 2, I can't believe it, in a month. So I'm in this stage. And I love that doTERRA has these types of products in the Roller Touch series. And whenever you see that touch in the roller bottle that you see here on the screen, that means that the essential oil is diluted with coconut oil. So we do talk about when we apply essential oils to our skin, especially for children and babies, we want to make sure that we dilute them. And we love using fractionated coconut oil because it's so good for our skin. So the awesome thing is these are ready to go, already in a roller bottle. So On Guard Touch, everybody knows about our On Guard. On Guard is our immunity protective blend, and it's so great to boost that immune system. So On Guard is great to roll on the bottom of the feet, to just help promote and support that healthy immune system for our children and our babies. I actually use this, I used to use this when my kids were actually going to school. That was my routine every morning. It was On Guard on the bottom of their feet every morning. It was like no fail, because when they go back to school in that, August, September timeframe, they always used to come home with the sniffles and the coughs, and then it just spreads like, craziness. So that's been my routine, at least for the past couple years. And before we go out the door, and the kids know it, and they just, do that. So On Guard is great to help support that immune system. And then Tamer is a newer kids oil that it was released, I want to say maybe a year ago, a couple years ago, but this is for the tummy. It's so awesome. It's very, it's not as strong as maybe the Digest Zen that you're used to, because that has peppermint in it. Tamer actually has spearmint, which is a little bit not as strong as peppermint. So it's a little bit, different, but it does help with that, with the tummy issues, with constipation, with diarrhea. So it's great to be able to roll that Tamer essential oil directly on your children's tummy or the bottom of their feet, again, to help with any of those, issues that they're facing. And it really smells very, very fresh, very calming, but again, not as strong as peppermint, because spearmint is a little bit, I do think it's a little bit tamer. And that's why it's called Tamer. And then continuing on with infants in age 2, I actually really love the unscented lotion that doTERRA offers, because you can mix it with whatever essential oil that you want to. So it's unscented, and it's clean and great to use for your kids. I actually use this for all of my children, not just babies, but it is particularly good for babies because it is unscented. I love to use this after, bath time at night or shower time. And I, squeeze some of that unscented lotion in the palm of my hand. I add a drop of lavender and I rub my children down, and it's just become our routine. And lavender, as you know, is so calming. So it really helps my boys, especially just to kind of calm down before bath time and really help them have a really good night's sleep. So actually my 5 or 7-year-old, I should say, he actually asked me the other day, he's like, Mom, I need more of the sleeping oil because I'm having trouble sleep. So I didn't know, if he's really having trouble, but I ended up using Serenity mixed with this unscented lotion. And, he said he did have a better sleep. I mean, who knows, but it did help him. So the beauty of this is you can mix anything you want. If you've got kids with eczema or a skin issue, you can do melaleuca or frankincense, or great essential oils for skin. And again, you can just use that unscented lotion and be able to rub them down, and it really is helpful. Diffusing is amazing. So we always talk about how diffusing essential oils are so beneficial for us, but diffusing it, especially for children and babies, is totally safe, totally okay. So lavender or Serenity or any of those calming blends in the evening is really great for children during, on their nightstand while they sleep. I also love to diffuse Breathe, or a combination of On Guard and Breathe if they are having the sniffles or, something is brewing, and that just really helps them to have a better night's sleep, to open up their airways, especially the Breathe, because, sometimes when we're congested and we sleep, we have a hard time to breathing, and then they have a hard time sleeping, right? So Breathe is a really great one to just help open up those airways. So diffusing is really a great way to do that for children. So, so moving backwards, I guess, and talking about when you're pregnant and pregnancy. So I've definitely used essential oils while I was pregnant. There are a few essential oils to be mindful of when you are pregnant, but for the most part, essential oils are completely safe to use during pregnancy. Terrazyme is a great one to use with every meal, because it does break down the foods that we eat, and those digestive enzymes will actually pass through the breast milk and will allow the baby to have a more settled tummy. So it's really good if you are breastfeeding. And then copaiba is great to take underneath your tongue 2 times a day to help support that, you boost your milk supply. So that's great for breastfeeding mamas out there. Also really good, basil and fennel. You can apply that topically to your breast to help support, a healthy milk supply. Someone like myself, I'm not able to breastfeed for some medical reasons, but I did actually use peppermint to actually help stop my supply because I wasn't able to breastfeed. So that really worked well for me, and something about the cooling sensation really helped me with that. But peppermint is one of those essential oils that you do want to be very careful and mindful of when you are pregnant or breastfeeding, and just use it with caution. And as it says here, some women note a decrease in milk supply, and that was the case for me because I was trying to stop my milk supply. But you can use peppermint, just be very mindful of it. And if you have any, there are great reference books for pregnancy and usage during, reach out to us and we can help you obtain those resources. So now moving on to school-age children, which I've definitely got those in my household. And really, we talk about it, starting out with a great foundation. So, making sure that your children have the essential vitamins, the omega-3s, and the probiotics. That's just, foundational for not only ourselves, but our children too. They really need that. They're growing bodies, they're growing mind, and the A to Z chewable tablets are great for children. They're a watermelon flavor, and they've got all of the vitamins and minerals that your children need on a daily basis. So they'll take 2 every morning, chew that up, and then the IQ Omega you see there on the right is your omega-3s and your fatty acids and everything for brain development. It's really, really a great product. I keep this in my fridge. I think Annabelle gave me this tip a while back, and I love it. And I will just every morning take a spoon of it and just give my children a spoon of the omega-3, and they like it that way. If your children, don't like the taste, you can hide it in a shot of orange juice, or maybe in their smoothie. and let them take it that way. But this is a great combo to help with brain development, and especially as they're growing and you know, they need all that support. And then the PB Assist, which is your probiotics, this is called the PB Assist Junior. These are for kids, and these come in like a little sachet. And it kind of reminds me of Pixie Sticks when we were growing up, you know, that kind of sugary candy. So my kids actually do think this is a candy, but it's really not. So these are probiotics. It has the active probiotic and the prebiotic that our children need, and it's really great to help support the gut and clean out the gut. So it's really important. So I keep these out on my kitchen to make sure they take one a day. Just be careful, because sometimes they'll want to have, you know, more than that, and because they think it's a candy, but just one a day. It is a watermelon flavor. It tastes really good. I actually like it. So sometimes I'll even, you know, take one if I feel like it. And it's great for adults as well, but it really is really good for your overall, you know, daily gut health for your children. And then the On Guard beadlets are also a great option for internal support for your children. My older kids actually love this. On Guard has a cinnamony flavor, and it's got the clove in there as well, but it is cinnamony, and there's only a 1/4 drop essential oil in each beadlet. So it's not too much, but it really is great to keep that in your bag, your purse, or, you know, when you're on the go, and just to kind of give you a boost. I know for myself, if I ever feel that like scratchy throat, or even my children, they'll grab these beadlets and just, you know, every few hours or so, they'll take one, and that just really helps to alleviate and kind of stop things in their tract. So that's a great one to have on hand. And then continuing on with the school-age children, doTERRA has put together this kids collection, which I love for my kids. And my younger kids, my 5-year-old and 7-year-old, love this because of the cool colors, the fun little, you know, flashcards, and the keychains. They love this. Every morning I let them pick what they want to put on themselves before heading out to school, or now, you know, getting into virtual learning. But what's great about these is they're pre-diluted with fractionated coconut oil. So it's so easy, so convenient, and I can like shut my eyes and know that the kids are safe and rolling it on. I mean, honestly, if you see them, my kids just roll them all over their bodies, their hands, their wrists, their neck, and they just, you know, have fun with it. And each of my children are drawn to certain ones. So Thinker, the yellow one, is great for, you know, just, you know, awakening focus. Calmer is great in the evening. It's got the lavender in it. Rescuer is going to be great for muscles, you know, maybe stiff necks with the children, or growing pains. Stronger is the immunity blend, which is really great. We talked about Tamer for the tummy, and then Brave and Steady. So these are really grounding essential oils that can just help them throughout the day. And it will address, like, you know, your mind, your emotions, and all of that together. So these are really fun. If you've got children, I highly recommend this kit. And then moving on to, you know, teenage years, I've got one approaching this, this section here, but doTERRA has some great products to help. And, you know, as our children age, especially in this adolescent stage, you know, their hormones are going crazy and like all kinds of stuff. So really the key in this one is to balance them out. So HD Clear Skin, which is the skincare regimen that doTERRA offers, is awesome for teenage skin, and really help balancing their skin. Probably during this period, you know, they go through breakouts and, you know, all of that. So this is a really good to help balance that out. It's a foaming cleansing wash, a HD Clear roller bottle. I do recommend, it's not diluted with fractionated coconut oil. I do recommend to get another empty bottle, put half of it in there, top it with fractionated coconut oil, so it goes a long way. You've got two, and then let your child just rub it on their face, and maybe any spot areas that they need to help with breakouts is really great. And then of course the lotion right after it. So this is a great, you know, skincare regimen for your adolescents. And then also starting them off with the lifelong vitality. So if they're able to, if they've gone through puberty and they're able to swallow pills, it's really recommended to take a half dose of the lifelong vitality. And Lindsay is going to get into this in a little bit more detail, but this is a powerhouse vitamins that we all take, as adults, but it really helps to balance, give them energy, their mind. I mean, it's just really, really overall great. So it is recommended for children going through adolescence and if they've already hit puberty to take a half a dosage, and it really will help them. We talked about diffusing, highly recommend diffusing, especially nowadays. If your children are virtual and at home, having a diffuser going while they're learning just to help with their mind and their focus is really great. I mean, I always either will diffuse a citrus oil. Citruses, especially wild orange, help with anxiety, and or adaptive. I'll do one of those blends and just have that going while they're doing their virtual learning. Or, you know, diffusing in the evening as well is great. So there's so many options there. And then Clary Calm is a great essential oil. It does say doTERRA women. It's really for the hormone support. You know, that maybe, you know, as we get older, you know, the girls or women going through their puberty and changes in their body, you know, rubbing that right over their tummy area to help that hormone support is really great. So that's some support that we can give them. I'm going to turn it over now to Lindsay, and we're going to talk more about now, you know, the adult life and what we should do for adults. So Lindsay, I'm going to turn it over to you.
Thanks, Tara. Good morning, everyone. I'm Lindsay. So the Lifelong Vitality, as you can see there, this is a vitamin program that really provides foundational support to all of our body systems. It does provide increased energy, greater mental clarity, and helps to decrease inflammation in the body. So I have in front of me here, it comes in sachets, so they are already portioned out for us. Or like you see here on the slide, it comes in the bottles as well. The sachets are really nice because it's already pre-portioned for us. And so you take these vitamins, you take a serving in the morning and then a serving in the afternoon. You can always start out with just one serving per day, and then after a few weeks or a month, increase to the full 2 servings. But these vitamins, this whole program is really great for us because I'll just list a few things that it can do for us here. So it provides antioxidant and DNA protection. It helps to increase energy metabolism. It supports the health of our bones, immune function. It also helps manage stress. It's good for our cardiovascular health. It can help support healthy hair, skin, and nails. It's also supporting our eyes, the brain, the nervous system, our lung and respiratory health. And another good point here is that they are gentle on our stomach. So it does contain ingredients like ginger to help with being gentle to the stomach. And I did a little experiment on myself because in the past I've taken other vitamins, and sometimes I take my vitamins, you know, as I'm running out the door in the morning. So I would just grab one, you know, swallow it and leave. And then like within a few minutes, like this huge feeling of nausea would come over me. So I have never been able to take vitamins without, you know, in combination with food. So when I started taking the Lifelong Vitality, I did an experiment. I took them with food, totally fine. And then I would try to take them without food as well, still totally fine. So it is always recommended to take vitamins with food so that they are absorbed more with our food and into the system. But you can take it without the food. They still get absorbed very well. These actually have a high absorption rate, greater than 90%, which is like unheard of. Like I've never heard of a vitamin with that much of an absorption rate. But again, totally gentle on our stomach. They don't contain any genetically modified materials. They're also dairy-free. So this is our Lifelong Vitality Pack. I could probably do a whole class on this, so I'll stop now. Thank you for going to the next slide, Tara. Okay, so next we have Terrazyme. This is another amazing supplement, probably my second favorite next to the vitamin package. The Terrazyme is a whole food supplement that contains, I think it's 9 food enzymes. So you can take up to 3 capsules with every meal. So it's in a veggie cap. If you don't like to swallow pills, you can also break it open into a smoothie. You can consume it that way. But what the Terrazyme is doing, the digestive enzymes are helping your digestive system to break down the foods that we eat so that the nutrients can be better absorbed by the body. So it's an awesome supplement. I use it every day. So yeah, Terrazyme, I would totally recommend that. We also have lemon. Lemon is an oil that we can add to our water or hot tea. It's kind of a general rule of thumb is 1 drop of oil per 8 ounces of liquid. So I personally like just 1 drop. It says you can add up to 2 to 3 drops in your water. The lemon, it will be a little bit stronger, but you can just kind of add them according to what you prefer. And the lemon kind of provides a gentle detoxification for the body systems as well. All right, next we have Citrus Bliss. This is probably one of my favorite oils to diffuse. So you can see there, diffusing is the aromatic use of the oils. The Citrus Bliss is a combination of some citrus oils like, let's see here, we've got wild orange, tangerine, mandarin orange, grapefruit, lemon, clementine, a little bit of vanilla in there. The scent kind of reminds me of when I was younger, or actually I would probably eat them today, those orange cream pops. So that's exactly what it smells like to me. So the Citrus Bliss just gives us an environment that feels uplifting, kind of wakes you up, makes it easy to, get through the, afternoon when we're trying to work from home. And it's also free from toxic fragrances, which is another awesome thing about diffusing these oils, as opposed to using some of the other like room fragrance oils that are on the market today. All right, so topical is another way that we can use the essential oils. And the 2 that you see here are the Motivate Touch and the Adaptive Rollers. So these both are already diluted with fractionated coconut oil, so you don't have to worry about sensitive skin issues or anything like that. The coconut oil is not greasy, so don't worry, you don't have to deal with that. These 2 oils I think are really important to bring up now in the environment that we've all been living in. Can probably feel a little bit more stressful than the way things used to be. The Motivate oil is a combination of mint and citrus oils, and it helps to counteract any negative thoughts or emotions. And then the Adaptive line, excuse me, so all of us have probably been feeling maybe a little more stressed out, a little more on edge lately, being at home more. And the Adaptive oil helps to kind of balance those feelings, to help, reduce our stress, help us manage our stress a little bit better. And these you can both roll on your wrist, maybe on the back of your neck, and can use those daily. All right, next we have some citrus oils here. So you see the grapefruit, the lime, and the tangerine. These are all good to use, excuse me. These are all good to use in our water. So you can definitely take them internally. When you're putting oils in your water, make sure that you're using a glass or a stainless steel bottle. We don't want to put them in a plastic water bottle because the oils will break down that plastic. You won't see it, but there'll be like tiny microscopic plastic particles, and we don't want to drink that. So use glass or stainless steel. You can consume up to 24 drops internally every day for optimal health. So you don't need to worry about taking too much, because 24 drops is a lot. That's all you need. All right, so next we have the fractionated coconut oil that I've mentioned briefly. So doTERRA has this product that you can use to dilute any essential oil. It's good to use if you have thin skin or sensitive skin. It helps to, like say you have a few drops of, like Deep Blue was one of our oils. So if you put that on your skin to relieve sore muscles, you can add coconut oil to help spread that oil like a little bit more. So it's not, yeah, it just kind of helps to spread the oil out. It also can help kind of keep the oil there, so it has a, absorbs more through the skin as well. And then again, we have our Lifelong Vitality Pack that I talked about earlier to help support your joints, improve our energy, and help protect and nourish the brain. All right, the Bone Nutrient Complex. I also have this with me. I take this every day. I just take it when I take my vitamins so that I don't forget. So I just add, 2 more to those. So the Bone Nutrient Complex helps us to maintain healthy bone mass and density. It provides 100% of your daily recommended amount of calcium and magnesium. It also contains vitamin D2 and D3. Some other ingredients that are in here, it's got vitamin C. It has biotin, which is also beneficial to strong nails and also to help our hair grow a little bit better. It also has zinc, copper, and manganese. So this is a great supplement to add. This is another product that does say doTERRA Women on it, but men can definitely take this product because bones are bones. We all need bone health. All right, so that is our bone nutrient. Okay, so I want to stop here just for a second, ask anybody if you have any questions about the products we've talked about so far before I talk about buying them. Does anyone have any questions? All right, so our LRP program stands for Loyalty Rewards Program. And so when you have a doTERRA membership, it works very similar to a Costco membership. So the membership fee gives you access to up to 25% or more discount on the products, all the time, all year round. You start out, let's see, let me move this over. Sorry, one second. Okay, so in your first 3 months of membership, you're going to receive 10% back in points to your account. And then as the months go by, all the way up to when you hit 13 months, you're receiving 30% back in points. So if you spend $100, you're gonna get 30 points back. Hope I did my math right. I'm not great at math. But you're gonna get 30 points back for that product that you purchased. Down here you can see to maintain your loyalty rewards points, you do wanna have something in your cart every month. You could have, a hand sanitizer is a great one to have. I think now we can purchase up to 2 with every order. So that would be something super easy to keep your LRP going. And then if you have up to 125 points with your purchase each month, you are also eligible to receive the free product of the month. You do have to make your purchase by the 15th or sooner. And it's always something cool that they give us free every month. And sometimes it's something that you can't purchase otherwise. So that's kind of fun. It's kind of a surprise each month to see, what they're gonna offer. Okay, you can choose your date that you want your order to process on. So if you do anything after the 15th, that's totally fine. You still receive, the discount, but you just would not get that free product. So we really like to encourage you to do that before the 15th because it's always fun to get something for free. You will also receive shipping reward points that you can use towards free shipping. And in your account, it'll let you know when that's available to use. All right, let's see.
I was just going to note, Lindsay, with the loyalty rewards program, you know, as you accumulate your points, if you can always stop your loyalty rewards program, but then you'll lose your points. So I usually recommend, if just to keep your LRP active, maybe just ordering a lemon, like, you know, $11, or like the toothpaste, just to keep that active, really was great, because those points, you don't want to lose them, and then you end up building up. And like for me, for example, last month I banked my points, and then I just stocked up on some of the more expensive oils, like Immortelle for your face, that has like rose and like all the really pricey expensive ones. So it's a great way to kind of hold on to your points, and then use them for the pricier essential oils out there, like helichrysum for skin, and all these types of things that can really help. So does anybody have any questions? We appreciate you all joining us this morning and learning about oils for every age, and we hope you found some of this information useful. But if you have any questions, we're here to help. Okay. Well, again, happy Saturday, and thanks for joining. And we'll see you all next Saturday, 10 a.m. for our next class. But hope you all have a great weekend, and take care.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Goodbye.
Bye.